Hey everybody, it's Bandar Tyrell again, and I'm going to be doing another video today on Feudalism 3 role-playing game. So that's our new role-playing game system for Second Life that introduces a lot of really cool features and has been requested over and over again over the years from people. This used to be something we just did in Game of Thrones roleplay privately in our own Sims, and it was just something that I created for our fun over a period of years. But I've had so many requests to make this available to everybody, and so I've done that. And it's totally free right now. There's the player's kit and what we call a game runner's kit are available, and they're free, and they'll always be free. And so there may be stuff later on that you want, if you want to buy something like a specially made oven with a bunch of recipes in it or something like that. Those may be available, and we're working with vendors and partners to try to get stuff out there as well. But generally speaking, the game is free and you can play it for free, and there's no cost associated with it. This is our current store location. You can see our Feudalism logo up here. It's the wrong window. I always do that. This is the Feudalism sign above the door. Also says Antiquity because I make a line of furniture called Antiquity, and not just furniture but buildings as well. So expanding that line to really serve the medieval fantasy community with things. So if you go in here into our store, I'm just going to cam in. We have two things available here for you that are the player starter kit and the game runner starter kit. So a little bit of information on what those are. So one, on the left, the player's starter kit. That's everything that you need as a player of the game to get started and begin your adventuring career. So we're going to talk about what else in there on this video. And then the second one here is called the Game Runners Starter Kit. And so that's for somebody who has a sim or a parcel or a region or whatever, or multiple sims, and they want to play feudalism on their sims, that they want to set it up for people to be able to play the game. This is everything that they would need to be able to do that. So kind of gives you everything you need between these two boxes, these two things you get, gives you everything that you need to set up and play feudalism completely for free. And so I'll put the link to where this is. It'll be at SL URL, so you can teleport here and come and check it out if you want to. But for now, let's go ahead and get started with this, and we'll go through what's inside the player starter kit so you can take a peek at that. So all you have to do is click on this, and it'll send you the player's kit. And I have it in my inventory already, so we're going to go up to a skybox, and I'll break this stuff out and I'll show it to you. Okay, so here we are up at our skybox, and this is the player's kit that I got out of that sign. You can also get it on Marketplace. It's free on Marketplace. I'll put a link to that as well. So you just open this, and you copy to inventory. And then it should create a folder that you can then go into that folder. Find it. It's called Feudalism. And Here we go. Feudalism RPG Players Kit 3.03p is the one I just did. So here it is. There's a note card in here called Read Me First. So if you open that up, it'll tell you a whole bunch of useful information. It goes through and describes everything that's in the package and what it's for and how to use it. So what do you get in here? You get all kinds of stuff, all kinds of goodies. So let's see. So the first thing you'll notice in here is it's something called a bedroll prop, and it says wear. So this is something you can wear if you want to. I just thought it was cute. So I made a bedroll that you can sleep in, and this is just a prop that you can put on your back if you want to. You don't have to use it. It doesn't do anything. It's just there. So if you have a backpack or something, you can put this on there. You can position it above the backpack. I just thought that was kind of cute, so I gave it to you. Next one is thing called Drink Skin for the right hip. So I'm going to provide other ones as well. There'll be one that you can wear on the left hip if you prefer to have it on the left side, and it has animations and everything. So this is a drink skin. So you just add that, and it'll show up right here on your right hip. And then you can actually drink if you have water in it. You can drink the water. You can put wine in it or other things as well, and then you'll be able to drink that. And when you drink, you it affects your health and stamina. So like if you drink water, it increases your health and stamina by like 1 point or something, a very small amount. But if you drink wine, it actually causes you to be, the more you drink, it causes you to become impaired in the system, and then you'll actually start staggering, and if you drink enough, you could pass out. I'm not going to use that right now. Let me see what else. This is the Feudalism Heal and Rest bedroll. That's the actual bedroll that you put on the ground. So just edit that and drop it down until the shadow disappears, and then raise it up a little bit. There you go. So it's on the ground. If you click on it, it opens up. Or no, you sit on it. Sorry. Sit here and it opens up and you can actually sleep. You sleep, and as you sleep, you gain health and stamina in your HUD, which we haven't even got to the HUD yet. Maybe I should start with the HUD. Yeah, let's skip everything else until I talk about the HUD. So there's two HUDs in here. There's the RPG HUD, and then there is the RPG setup HUD. So let's talk about the RPG setup HUD really quickly. So you just add that. You get this HUD. This is to create a character or to manage your character after you've already created it later on, if you want to manipulate it or make changes to it, or add a new title or change classes or update your stats. You would use this to do that. I have another video, which I'll link in the description, on how to use this HUD to create your character, so I'm not going to go through that today, but that's how you would do it. You would use this HUD to create your character. Once you have your character created and you're actually ready to play, you don't need this HUD on anymore, so you take it off. The actual role-playing HUD is the one called RPG HUD, so let's go ahead and put that on. Just add it. And at the same time, let's go ahead and add our meter. And the meter is a little invisible stick that's on top of your head that puts this information. So it's like, says I'm in tournament mode and my name is Bander Terrell and I'm the Wizard of Light. So I created that in the last video. All right, so if you look at this, move this out of the way. You can see this is the actual RPG HUD that we use. So the red ball over here is your health. The blue ball is your stamina. And so as you take injury, the red will go down. And as you do things and get tired, the blue one goes down. You can rest, and these will both go back up. You can also drink things like water, raises them a little bit. You can also get things like potions or eat food. Things like that will increase both your health and stamina. Some things that you eat are harmful and will cause you to take damage, so your health might go down, or your stamina could go down as well. Like alcohol causes your stamina to go down. So that's what those two are. Across the front here is a meter, is a bar that shows your experience points. As you gain experience, it's just there to show you where you are relatively, and it gets exponential. So as you get a lot more experience points, the bar changes. So it's not like a fixed bar, but that's just there to give you a visual representation of where you are in your experience point journey. These slots down here show you important things that you might have on your body, so that you might be carrying, like a weapon or something. They're also used for buffs and things like that. So if you wanted to do a disarm attack, there might be a disarm slot here that you would click on that and you would execute a disarm attack. So that's what these slots are for. Then you also have extra buttons here. There's a heart icon, there's a shield icon, a targeting icon, an ISC, and a dollar. So these are all used in the game for different things. Options here, that pops up a menu which lets you choose different options. So you can go AFK, you can be in tournament mode, you can be in offline mode. I forget what the star means. It's a mode called star mode. Show bars or hide bars. So when you're fighting opponents in your meter, there it shows bars, so you can actually see people's health and stamina bars in the meter, and that's show bars. Right now I have it turned off, so if I click show bars, they would turn on. Out of character, role play, and tournament mode. And so yeah, show bars, high bar. There's a button for each one. And anyway, then this one says manage actions. That's to set up certain things that you can do, which I'm not sure this is actually implemented right now. And then update. Update is if you think for any reason that you may be out of sync with the database, which should not really happen, you can click that button and it will resync you with the database. That's what that's for. We had a problem a while back where we use experienced databases and there was some issues, and so I put that in there just in case you didn't get synchronized. So, but it shouldn't really be an issue. Anyway, so that's the HUD, but I can show you as we do other things. Let me put on my sword. I have a sample sword in here somewhere. Oh, there's also there's an instructions note card, which goes into more detail than that readme first. So yeah, this actually tells you how to do stuff in detail, where the other one just was basic information. Let's see what else. There's a longsword, sample longsword. It has a 1 on the end. I'm not sure why it does that, but go ahead and just add that. So like unlike other systems where you have to add 2 things to wear a weapon, you have to wear the scabbard and then you have to wear the blade. Mine's automatic. You just wear one thing and it works. You also notice that it put a sword icon up here. Depending on the type of weapon that you have, the icon will be different. So if you have a dagger, there'll be a dagger icon here. If you have a halberd, there's a halberd icon. Stuff like that. So go ahead and click this and you'll draw your weapon, or there's other ways to draw the weapon as well. But this is the easiest way. You just click that and you draw your weapon. And then if you go into mouse look mode, which I always struggle figuring out how to get into mouse look. There, I'm in mouse look mode. Now I can go over here and I can whack on these training dummies. Ah, ha, he, hoo, ha. All right, so I was attacking them. Now I put my sword away and I'm done with it. But yeah, so this gives you the ability to draw and sheathe your sword. Now for people who are really into combat, there's chat commands that you can set up and things like that to control your weapons as well. Let's see what else is in our list of goodies. All right, so that's the weapon, the meter, that. Okay, I'll go ahead and put the drink skin back on. Oh, I still have it on. There's a belt pouch. Go ahead and add the belt pouch. It's very important. What does a belt pouch do? A belt pouch holds your inventory of stuff that you gather, collect, craft, farm, anything that you can collect in the game goes into your pouch, and the pouch is kind of your interface to use those things. So let's say you go and you gather some raw ingredients and you wanted to cook. So you would gather those raw ingredients and they would go into your pouch. Let's say you hunt a deer and you gather the meat from the deer. Well, that sounds messy, but the meat from the deer would also go in your pouch. And where's my pouch? My pouch is on my other side of my belt, right? There it is. Pouch is right here. And so if you click the pouch, you get a menu and it gives you options like you can give something from your inventory to another player. Contents will show you what's in your pouch, and it says right here, basically, I don't have anything in my pouch. So it's empty, which is good because I'd hate to give you a pouch fully loaded with stuff. And then you can also do things like drop an item. So if you don't want it in your pouch anymore, you can just drop it. Or you can eat an item. So if there's an edible item in your pouch, like say you picked up some mushrooms on the ground and you wanted to eat those mushrooms, you could just say eat, and then it'll ask you, what do you want to eat? You type in mushroom. And you eat them. Sometimes that can be good or bad. But let's say you wanted to cook something. So you have to have your items in your pouch and you have to have your pouch on your body. And when you try to cook, it'll tell you, oh, you don't have your pouch on. You better put it on. So you put your pouch on. And then when you try to cook, it'll say, oh, sorry, you don't have enough of this ingredient or that ingredient. Or you have enough eggs, but you don't have enough milk and you have no sugar. So then you have to go get some milk and sugar and you come back and it'll say, okay, you have all the ingredients necessary to make a cake, would you like to make the cake? And you say, yes, make the cake. And then it's going to check your stat for crafting and say, okay, you have a crafting level 2. And to make the cake is an easy task, so it has a crafting of level 1. And so then it'll take your ingredients, it'll do a test to see if whether or not you succeed in making the cake, and then it takes a certain amount of time. And the more difficult the recipe is, every recipe has a difficulty, we call a challenge rating, it's a difficulty factor. The more difficult it is, the longer it takes to cook, and the harder it is to succeed. So you have to have a higher level crafting stat to be able to do that. You always have a chance of making it, but the chances become very difficult the higher the difficulty of the item that you're trying to make. Anyway, that's why you need a pouch. And so if you have money, we have an in-game currency of gold, silver, and copper. Those go in your pouch as well. And you can actually pick people's pockets. You can sneak up to people and you can click on their pouch and try to pick their pocket. And you can steal money out of their pocket. And people can go, what the hell? I had money in my pouch and now it's gone. And then if you're not very good at it, or they have a very high awareness, they might know that you stole it, because it will alert them, hey, so-and-so just stole 2 coins out of your pouch. Or it might not be that significant. It might say, hey, somebody was just tugging on your pouch. All right, and then you go, huh? Well, somebody was trying to steal money from me. And you look around and go, who's near me? Because you have to be within 2 meters to be able to do that. Anyway, so that's the pouch. What else do we have in our bag of goodies over here? Because storage chest. So what's a storage chest? That's a storage chest. Now I can actually take things from my pouch and put them in the storage chest. And then I can actually load that up with stuff, and I could transfer this to someone else and give them that chest with the stuff that I put in it. Or I can then come back and take things out of the storage chest and put them back in my pouch. And you can have multiple pouches, because a pouch has a fixed inventory limit. You can't put more than a certain number of items in there, and it'll tell you when it's getting full. And so once that pouch gets full, you can't put anything else in it. And so you need to get another pouch. And these are copyable, I think. If not, you can just get another one. But you can get as many of these as you want, and you can rename them. So you can put your own name in them. You can put your own... best way to do it is with the description, though. Write a description in there that says what this pouch has in it or what it's for or whatever. And then it'll use that description. It'll say, the pouch call, blah, 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 has these things in it. It doesn't say that here, but in some of the things it'll tell you what the name of the pouch is. So you can have like 3 or 4 different pouches with different things in them. So maybe you have one for cooking ingredients, you have another one for your coins, or you have another one for something else. I don't know what you would use them for, but it gives you the ability to do that. And then the storage chest is where you can kind of move things around from pouch to pouch, or from let's say my pouch is full, but I need to go get something and I don't want to have to drop stuff. I can just take things from here and put it in my storage. And you can have as many storage chests as you want to, so you can move them around. Maybe that's where the name is at. Yeah. So it says put container ID here. If you edit that, it says put container ID here. So whatever you want to call this container, you would write in there, and then it will tell you, oh yeah, it will tell you what you're doing. So you can, this has the same kind of functions as a pouch, so you can look at the contents. It'll tell you what's inside of it. I don't have anything in there. You can load items into it, and you can remove items from it. But you have to have a pouch on, and you have to be within 5 meters. I think it's 5 meters to do that. So what else is in here? I think that's it. So that's storage chest, longsword, setup HUD, the meter, the HUD, the belt pouch, the resting heel bedroll, which is right over there. And then the drink skin. Oh, I didn't show you how to use the drink skin. I don't know if I have anything in my drink skin. Click on it, and you can say drink. Whee! And then I'm gonna drink. La la la. I'm drinking. Oh, I'm drinking. Oh, I'm drinking. you feel better. And it'll do that for a little while, and then it'll put it back. One thing people ask me is, what about a bow? I don't provide a bow for free. Bows are kind of complicated. I have a free bow. I don't like my free bow, so I'm working on a new free bow. But any bow should work with our system. I say that, and then I'm sure somebody's going to make a bow that doesn't work. But I've tested it with Unity, Unity 2. I tested it with Gorian. I tested it with, what was that old spell, something or other? Spellfire? Is that what it was called? So all the available bows that are out there today, I've tried them with our system, and they work. As long as it has the right names on the arrows, it should work. We even have a setup so you can people with Unity can play with people with Feudalism. They just don't get all the benefits and the side advantages that we get by using our system. It's kind of like fighting somebody in tournament mode when you do Unity. But anyway, so Unity bows will work on this. Anybody's bows will work, and you can use these training dummies, which come in the Game Runners kit. You can shoot them and gain experience points. So I won't talk about the dummies now because that's in the Game Runners kit. I just wanted to go over the players kit with this. So yeah, that's it. That's everything that you get in your players kit. So you have a character. You've created your character. You have. I'm trying to go to my front by rotating my camera, which never works. So you have a weapon that you can fight with. You have a pouch to collect stuff in. You have a storage container that you can offload things from your pouches into to give you more capacity and to trade and to do things with. Yeah. So that's basically it. That's what comes in the player's kit. Anyway, so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm Bander Tyrell. You can find me in Second Life almost all the time. And I will post in the description the links to where you can get stuff and things like that. So I'll do another video on the Game Runners kit in a few minutes, and so you should be able to check that one out as well. We will talk to you guys later.